Hello everyone and welcome to NASCAR Racing 2003. It is finally happening on my channel. I've been wanting to record an NR 2003 video for a very long time, and the time came. I bought myself a laptop for college a few months ago, and it performs better than my main computer. So I was able to download Elgato, the Elgato software I should say, on my laptop and hook up the Elgato hardware to it, and now we are recording in NR 2003. I'll probably overlay a video that I took on my phone of the whole setup, but there's just HDMI cables going everywhere, the USB cables going everywhere. What I'm doing is my Elgato software is on my laptop, and I'm using my main desktop computer to run NR 2003. And to get the screen capture, I hooked up my TV screen to my main computer screen, and I just put NR 2003 in the TV monitor, and that's how everything's being recorded. So that's the whole process. But nonetheless, we're here in NR 2003, not just playing NR 2003 for the fun of it, but showcasing the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series 2019 mod created by Splash and Go Graphics. This is their third Cup Series mod that they have made for NR 2003, and boy, they have done a fantastic job. I really hope that they work on the Xfinity Series and the Truck Series mods as well. That'd be awesome. The quality of these Cup cars are insane, and they don't really drop that much frames. They're not really dependent so much on computer performance. So, yeah, amazing models. Thank you, Splash and Go. Most of all the paint schemes you will see on track are schemes made by Splash and Go. Since a lot of schemes have not been released yet for 2019, a lot of drivers haven't shown their schemes, a lot of teams haven't shown their schemes. A lot of these are fantasy schemes, and they look amazing. There are a few schemes, like the one I'm currently running, that have been taken off of like NN Racing, or there's a few other like forum sites and whatnot to get paint schemes. So yeah, thank you again, Splash and Go. Today we are here at Michigan International Speedway. This is the 2017 version of the track, and all the mods that I use are going to be linked in the description. But we're not just doing any normal race, like I had previously mentioned before. We are also testing the 2019 Aero Package. Now, for a game made in 2003, you might question, how on earth are we modeling this package? Well, simply put, someone gave a cool tip on one of the forums and said, if you go to the track INI files, just change the chassis type to 1. Changing the chassis type to 1 means that we are putting super speedway chassis and engines and the restrictor plate onto these cars, which is exactly what the 2019 package is. It's just restricted engine horsepower and lots of downforce. Now, I'm not sure about the downforce. I don't know. We could simulate that by turning up the grip, but I think just putting the chassis type to 1 already gives it that 2019 Aero package feel, and engine package feel, I should say. It's basically a whole new car package, really. It's not really an Aero package. It's just a car package in general. So, yeah. So what we should see is a lot more pack racing, maybe some single file racing, but how a lot of drivers put it when they tested the 2019 package, they said that it's pretty much like full throttle for the first few laps, or a lot of close racing, and then after that it gets kind of single file spread out, but there's still a lot of side-by-side racing. So I mean, as you can see right now, as the cars head out on practice right now, there's quite a bit of pack racing here. It seems like cars that are close to each other kind of draft up and group up. So, yeah, looking forward to that. There's been a lot of testing on my end, testing setups, testing track INI changes. I wound up changing a lot of like AI grip and drag modifications, but I've kept them where they're at, just changed the chassis type. And then I changed the driver ratings as well to hopefully get a good race going. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and practice for qualifying, and I'll see everyone out on the track for our qualifying run. Alright, as we crank the engine, welcome to qualifying here at Michigan. A few things we need to keep in mind getting out here on track. Michigan, they progressively banked their track, I believe. So the bottom groove, or the bottom lane, bottom section, whatever you want to call it, is not banked as high as the second lane up towards the wall, which means we're going to be running around the middle. The blacked out portion of the track is pretty much where you want to be. If we cross that, the car's going to get really upset. We don't want to be there. So yeah, we have a pretty fast, loose setup. A lot of grill tape, a lot of turn. So hopefully we can get a good qualifying time as we come out of turn number 4 down the front stretch here at Michigan. We're set up on the wall. As you can see, we have a lot of camber on the car. That's why we have to turn the steering wheel towards the right a little bit. We have about the same amount of camber on our race setup as well. Let's get through 1 and 2. Let off the gas just a little bit. Get down to 164 miles an hour. Down to 163. That wasn't too bad. Could probably improve on that. Pretty good 1 and 2 though. As we head down the back stretch. Again, because we have a restricted engine, our RPM isn't that high. As you see, our rev limiter is actually just around 7,000 RPMs. See, lowest speed we're going to get through 3 and 4 is about 163. That's not too bad. We'll stay up by the wall for this lap. Our second lap will probably be better if we can improve on it. So far we reached a 42.4. I know we could do way better than that. Let's get it through 1. We're going to let off the gas a little bit earlier. Ooh, it's going to be sideways as we had to correct it. 164. Through 1 and 2. That's actually not too bad. I don't know if we actually lost speed that time. Let's do the same through 3 and 4. We'll let off just a little bit. 165, 164, 163. Not too bad. Ooh, so far we qualified 29th. Hopefully we can improve on that. Get down to the bottom of the track. Please improve. 42.2. That's going to put us in 10th position. So as happy hour begins, which is the practice before the race, let's look at our qualifying setup. This is what we ran for qualifying. Really high right side tire pressures and really low left sides. Help the car turn. Because we're on a super speedway setup, we can't change any of these in the back. So we're really restricted to what we can do to the car. But yeah, one of the main issues, as you saw in our second lap, which happened to be our quickest, I don't know how, it got really loose entering, and I've been fighting that issue for a few days now, practicing with the car. So these are the best settings I can get, really putting that right side spring up and the left side lower to tighten it on entry. Rebound is up a little bit so we can get good exit. And then our compression, higher right front, lower left front, again, just to keep it tight. You see our aero's at 75%, so we get a lot of downforce with this setup. I also changed some differentials, and or I should say the transmission ratio, to make sure we don't hit the rev limiter at the end of the straightaway. And as you see, our front bias all the way down. That means the car is going to rotate a lot. Same with our left bias all the way over, and our wedge pretty low. So that was our qualifying setup. Our race setup is a lot tighter. As you can see, settings kind of change a little bit. Some of it still stays the same, but this is a really tight setup. You see here, I move our left bias a little bit closer to the center because that's where I was having issues on entry. It was just the left side was so heavy, the car wanted to spin out on entry. But by doing so, I still kind of tightened up the bias, and then our wedge is around 40. I think at this point and where these are set at, if the car gets a little too loose in our race run, we could probably move the wedge up. I honestly see us moving it down because as the run goes on and the tires wear out, it's just going to get really tight. So we'll figure that one out. Grill tape's back down to 65% just so we don't overheat it in the draft. Other than that, it seems pretty good. Again, the tire pressures are just a little bit higher up just to get more speed. What I should do is actually move this front left down. I don't know why the tire pressures are like that, but I'm going to practice a little bit on our race trim. Actually change a few before I head on out, and then we'll get going for the race. I'll record a little bit here as we're in happy hour, so we're going to practice some pit road entry and exit and whatnot, get into our box. I want to give a shout out to Ely Productions, who created this awesome Eric Almirola Smithfield 10 car. His 10 car was basically released. It was kind of leaked on Almirola's Instagram and I think somewhere else, of his 10 car out in the Stewart-Haas Racing lobby. And it's pretty much the same scheme as his Homestead scheme, or where he last left off, just, you know, modified for the Mustang a little bit. So kudos to Ely Productions. Awesome scheme. Thank you very much. And yeah, that is our car. So we'll go ahead and practice getting out. Spin the tires a little bit. Pit speed is 55 miles per hour, or 4,500 RPMs. We'll just practice here. Pit exit. We'll run a few laps, see how the car feels. The goal is to get it loose enough to start the run, but not incredibly loose. And then as the run goes on, it will probably tighten it up, but hopefully we shouldn't have to worry about it. So that's where we're supposed to enter the track, is right in the back stretch there. Otherwise, we'll get a penalty. So a lot of changes between what NASCAR's like now and what it was like back then. Like I said, this game was made in 2003, and there's a lot of rule changes back then that it's going to be hard to incorporate into a game like this. One of the big things is restarts. The initial start to the race is double file, but restarts after that are single file. As Chase Elliott goes around us. That's a cool concept 9 car as well. The Napa Brakes 9. But anyways, so yeah. So it's going to be hard. If people can create EXEs or something to make that happen in the future, that'd be awesome. If we could get a group of modders to really like redo the game and make it better. It's already really good, but it'd be cool if things like that change. Nonetheless, let's just focus on the race. So with this setup, I know for a fact I can use the bottom groove, so we're going to try to use it. And we shouldn't be too afraid to use it, I guess is what I should be saying. The problem is, yeah, if you let off the gas a lot and the speed drops, the car likes to spin out really easily. At the moment, that didn't really happen in turns 1. It's not too bad. It still seemed a little tight, but I'm afraid to loosen it up anymore. Let's try to get back down to that bottom lane again, because I think if we pick up ground, it's going to be there. The AI are going to run, you know, a groove higher. If we can work the bottom, if we could pull a Kevin Harvick and run on that line, that might be our best shot. We get the draft off of Chase Elliott here. I know at lap times are going to be much slower than what they were in qualifying. And I think a lot of these practice times, as I said, we're in 27th position right now. A lot of guys are, I think, running times really quickly because they're in the draft. You see, look at that. Look at our car turn down in the bottom. That's really good. If we can get it to arc through there, that might be our best shot. We might have a good shot off of the high side as well. That might be where most of the runs are coming off of. But if we can be that one guy that makes the bottom work, we might stand a chance. See, the car gets a little loose there. It's driving down the bottom. You can see, like, when I hit the transition, really playing around with the steering wheel, just all over the place. I think that says use your brakes. It's supposed to be a brake pad. That's a 42.4, 20 seconds so far, and the car seems to handle pretty good. Even if we let off the gas a ton, it's not really loosening it up that much. Or it's not spinning it out. Yeah, I said the right thing. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't translate what I'm thinking about in a speech. So, but anyways, yeah. So I feel pretty good about those 4 laps. Let's go ahead and practice our pit entry. Chase Elliott was going to come in a little loose on that, but we caught it. Pit speed's 55, just barely got in. The controller I'm using is pretty bad. I would like to use my normal Xbox controller, but I broke the charging port on it, so I can't use it as a normal controller. But the wired one I have will have to do. So the point I was trying to get is we stop in our box. Oh, too far forward. Going to reverse, which takes a lot of time. Yeah, it's hard to maintain a constant speed with this controller for whatever reason. I don't know what's with the triggers. But But yeah, we missed our box there, so we have to be a little bit slower. Oops, I don't know why I put it in the second. 14.3, it's a good stop. Probably stay in the bottom lane as we exit. And I've just messed up all I messed up all the shifting there. So now we know, just gotta slow down a little bit sooner before we reach our box. I'm pretty happy with the setup. I think we're about ready to go to the race. Alright, before we get out on track, here is your qualifying order and the race start order. Ryan Blaney qualifying on the pole with a 42.1 is Penske teammate. Oh, we got a bunch of Penske cars here. Brad Keselowski second, 42.1. Paul Menard at 42.163. Got Chase Elliott and fourth. Harvick fifth. Kyle Larson sixth. Kyle Busch seventh. Ryan Newman eighth. Joey Logano ninth. Ourselves in 10th. Austin Dillon in 11th. Benedetto 12th. Eric Jones 13th. Johnson 14th. And top 15 is Hamlin. There is the rest down there. Now, funny enough, where did he qualify? Oh, he qualified last. I was having issues with Suarez. He kept qualifying near the top, but now he's starting dead last. So hopefully he can work his way back up. I didn't mean to change his AI or his NR rating that far down, but maybe he can work his way back up. Other than that, we have let's see, our Stewart-Haas Racing guys. Harvick starting 5th, and I don't know where Clint is. Where is the 14? Clint's going to be 27th. He's also pretty far back, too. So maybe they can work their way back up. We shall find out.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
There's the command to fire engines here, and let's get rolling. I'm excited to get this underway. Our pace car is a Splash and Go Graphics custom Dodge Challenger. Does come with the mod, so awesome mod by them. Look at all these Mustangs we got around here, and look at all the huge spoilers we got. That's Joey Logano's the left bus, the 22. We got the 18 Kyle Busch there in our left. In front of us is the 6 of Ryan Newman. You also see our teammate Kevin Harvick there in the 4. And Kyle Larson's just up here as well, but we're ready to go green. Space car will make the sharp left-hand turn into pit road. Ryan Blaney is your pole sitter coming to the Geico restart zone. Green flags out. We're underway here at Michigan International Speedway. Crazy checkup ahead of us as I had to get out of the gas. This car is not handling that great. It's really loose on entry and really tight on exit. Yeah, we can't really fix that anymore unless we do wedge adjustments in pit road. But it's pack racing at its finest right now. Trying not to get too loose entering. Yeah, hopefully it tightens up as the run goes on, but I'm just going to stay on the high side here. That might be our best shot, as we're going to try to get by the 13 of Ty Dillon, who almost squeezed us up. Oh man, it's gonna be dicey. I don't know how many people are below us. We're gonna get just around Ty Dillon, and the car's gonna tighten up a ton right now. I don't know if that's because we're in the draft or that's the car setup itself. Although Joey Logano also dropped back a ton. We're gonna get by the Ally Bank car of Jimmy Johnson to the bottom using the draft. Drafted around him like it's nothing. Now we're gonna have to be pretty careful here going through one. Now we gotta really steer the car. Johnson's gonna be on our right side, trying to get the run back. He's still gonna be there. Got a good run off the high side. We're not gonna be able to go back up high. So we're at a little bit of a disadvantage, although we do have a good car to enter the corner to go to the bottom, as we're gonna fight the car on the change of banking. And that's just gonna give Jimmy Johnson a nice run. We got on that transition a little bit there, and that really upset the car. Joey Logano's got a heck of a run behind us, but he's going to check up before reaching us, and we're going to let Jimmy Johnson go by. So we're down to 11th right now as we enter one. We're still entering one on the bottom, but I'm going to try to cut in front of Joey Logano. Try not to hit the wall. We're going to be good, although that shaved off some momentum. Joey Logano's now looking at our inside. It's an intense race so far. Good battles. They're still battling for the lead, as it looks like Ryan Blaney might be the car in the PPG Mustang who's still out there in front. Looked like Larson was challenging on the bottom. Oh, this is some exciting racing right now. We're coming up to lap 5, and who would have thought plate racing in Michigan? You would have called me crazy if anyone predicted that would happen. Look at that. Paul Menard's challenging Blaney on the bottom, and we're going to get a nice draft on Matt DiBenedetto, who's all the way up here in the 95 Pro Core car, I believe. Kind of forced him down low. High side seems to be working. Car does get pretty loose entering, but it's just off of exits pretty bad. I think we squeezed DiBenedetto all the way down. Didn't like that apron change. Now we got a little bit of a break here. Kyle Larson has fallen all the way back here. That's insane. I'm glad we made the gear ratio change. We're almost hitting 180 in the draft, and our rev limiter is just flashing at us as we've caught up to Kyle Larson and Jimmy Johnson. Looks like we're going to battle around the high side of Kyle Busch. We've seemed to have a big breakaway behind us. Behind us is DiBenedetto, who we pinned down about a lap ago. Even behind in the rear view, it seems like they're still racing side by side pretty well. But yeah, coming up to the completion of 6 laps. 34 to go. Been not bad of a race. We're still in 10th. We're still right where we qualified, so it's not too bad. Car is, though, pretty loose on entry. Got to be careful that someone's down all the way to the apron. That's going to be Paul Menard in 21. Looks like he's going to check up the 18, who we're going to get in the back of. Oh, what a save. I mean, I don't know if we have any front end damage or not. I think we might have screwed up the 18's line. But yeah, that got really close. We really arced the corner here. There's a lot of cars are on the bottom. They're trying to change up their lines themselves. Johnson and Harvick seem to really shoot back up the track. Get in the back bumper of Jimmy Johnson, try to bump draft him past the 21 of Paul Menard. Alright, we're going to get off the throttle just a little bit early. Make sure we can turn the car, which seems to be pretty hard to do. Get off of turn 2. As looks like we're pulled away from DiBenedetto, who has caught us, so they were able to draft back up when there is a break. Let's see if we can get any luck here on the bottom to change our lineup. You see the transition right there. It's really screwing with the car, but we got around Paul Menard. Look at that. Or maybe, I think I spoke too soon. We are not clear. Oh, all right, our spotter cleared us. Get back up high. There's our teammate, Kevin Harvick. And I think we have a new leader. That is going to be Chase Elliott, so I'm sure the fans are on their feet cheering Chase Elliott on right now. Now they're 3 wide right now. We're going to follow our teammate, Kevin Harvick. Got a huge run. We're going to push him. Oh, we got a little too hard into him. Probably almost turned him and did not mean to do that. We're going to go back up high here. I'm not liking the position we're at. Harvick's going to go down low. We're going to stay up on this banking to make sure we get good corner speed. We're clear. We're going to help our teammate out. Huge bumps in the Mobile 1 Ford Mustang. 10 laps have been completed, 31 to go. This has been insane racing so far. It's kind of single-filed itself out. We got Ryan Newman, who's still challenging up there in the 6 car. And we're right here behind our teammate Kevin Harvick. I'm just kind of helping Harvick out here, just giving him small bumps, which is helping us gain ground. So got to make sure on corner entry it still seems a little loose, which is good. We need that looseness, but if it gets a little too loose, it might spin out here. We're not doing too Too bad, completing 11 laps with 30 to go. Now we will have to pit, I believe, at the end of 20 laps. It's a 20-lap fuel run. So we'll see when everyone else comes into pit road. It's kind of single filed itself out. Looks like Brad Keselowski is not challenging Chase Elliott for that lead. Everyone's kind of spread himself out, can relax. It's been a crazy first 10 laps. It looks like Brad Keselowski is getting closer to Chase Elliott. He's trying to look. Ryan Blaney goes high as we also go high as well, just trying to change our lineup. Now drafting is a really big thing now with this package. The draft is needed to really suck up onto cars and race with them. See, looks like Ryan Newman's gonna run around the 12 of Ryan Blaney, and we're also gonna get a huge run on the bottom to catch up to Kevin Harvick. I'd like to make a move with Harvick, maybe on the front stretch if we can make it happen. Harvick's going to move up. Ooh, it's kind of checked him up and checked myself up as well. Let's just stay behind our teammate. May have a better shot, maybe using Harvick as a pick or helping him get up to the front. Give him a shot going into one. Looks like we got the 21 of Paul Menard, who's kind of caught up to us. We had a breakaway. You can see on the race ticker on the very bottom. Usually that race ticker changes when we get to the start and finish line. So he's about 2/10 behind us. And yeah, he's definitely caught up to us. He got to our bumper and let off. And I could tell our car is struggling with handling right now. The tires are definitely wearing out. So we're going to have to adjust to that. I also see, it looks like the 42 of Larson that's behind us. That is the 42 of Larson. So far, no one up here has made a move yet, as I'm struggling to make our 10 car turn. Larson's going to get a huge run on the bottom. Look at that. Look at the run Larson's got. His credit one Camaro. Looks like we're going to battle him now for the 6th position. I might let Larson go here, trying to let the car loosen up. I'm trying to use that looseness now to an advantage to help it through the rest of the corner. Seems like we're just kind of losing speed. Now we're just battling Kyle Larson. See, we got the draft from behind. Paul Menard, looks like we will. We're all clear down low. Larson might want to challenge again. See, we can, we arc the corner really well. We might pull away from Larson and catch Kevin Harvick. I'm just changing our lineup just a little bit, really adjusting to the tire wear to make the car turn. Really turn the car, hit the gas. We're slowly catching Harvick. I don't know if it's going to be enough. We got a good exit through turn 4. I think our lowest speed was 162 miles an hour. So not too bad. Oh, look at that. It's Ryan Newman making a move to the bottom. I don't know how realistic that's going to be in 2019. But looks like he's going to make a move on Keselowski, and that might help Ryan Blaney and Kevin Harvick close the door on them. You see, we pulled away from the 42 of Larson. He's now 5/10 behind. Look at this! Kevin Harvick, the closer, is going to try to make a move on Ryan Newman, or I should say on the 12 of Ryan Blaney and Newman. They're 3 wide. We caught up so much, but I had to check up. That was not going to work. Harvick tried to go down to the bottom, but he lost ground. We used Harvick and Newman as a pick. Wow, I can't believe that just happened. We've moved our way up to 4th, and it seems like everyone else is struggling for grip and handling as everyone else has slowed down a ton. We've caught up to Blaney. There might be some handling issues now as the tires run out. We are 17 out of 40 laps. So we're getting close to that pit window. I'm trying to think about car setup at the moment. It seems pretty good. I don't think I'm going to make an adjustment, so we'll stay where we're at. We just got to be ready to cut down pit road. The decision is going to be whether we pit on lap 19, lap 20, or lap 21. See, our lap times are also falling off the pace as well. I know Blaney was really slow in the 1, so let's go ahead and get down low of him. Use the Harvick line, which will not be enough to get around the PPG Ford Mustang. Behind us is the 6 of Newman. He's still there. It looks like Keselowski in the back bumper of the 9 of Chase Elliott. Not getting too aggressive on him, just kind of staying in the draft. But man, still close racing. Hasn't been spread out too much just yet. Coming up on the completion of 19 laps, or starting 19 laps. I think I get it wrong every time. I don't know if it's we're on that lap or on the completion of it. But anyways, this to be the high side, middle lane, I should say, still pretty good. We got a good run on Blaney. I'm having a get in the back of him, almost in the wall. I don't know how he didn't hit that wall, but that slow up actually made Ryan Newman catch up to us. So Newman was probably had a really good corner, 1 and 2. He's going to look to the bottom, but the change there in progressive banking is going to hurt him, as our teammate Kevin Harvick is going to help us here. Stewart-Haas Racing buddies trying their way up to the front as best as they can. We got 21 laps to go. Next time by will be the halfway point. So do we pit this time by? Do we pit next time by? Do we pit with the leaders? I'm not sure what our call will be. Looks like Brad Keselowski went up the track really high. I don't know if he was trying to make a move on Chase Elliott. If those two could get side by side, that means we'll have a good shot at maybe passing them. Although it looks like Keselowski's lost a lot of time. Could people be pitting? Looks like Keselowski's a little bit slow. I think we'll make the call. We're going to pit right here. We're going to pit with Keselowski. Might be a little bit too early, but we're going to have a teammate just making 55 miles an hour. Now we got to focus. Keep it under 55.
Watch your speed. 4,500 seconds.
Alright, now we got to look for our box. Where our box is. There it is. Here's our box. Perfect entry into the pits. Now they're filling our car up. Gas, 4 fresh Goodyear sticker tires. Let's get ready to put the clutch in right now. Keselowski's already out. Wicked fast time. We got 15.2. Alright, there we go. Good pit exit. There we go. Make sure you don't get a black flag. And wow, Keselowski is way up there. Yeah, an incredible pit stop then. I don't know. There are the leaders going around us. I don't know if they've pitted yet or not. And get a nice exit off the apron. Wait. Alright. Wait for the call. Here's our line. We're going to have to merge with traffic. Some of these guys may come down pit road as well. Alright, looks like we're clear up high. We're going to go ahead and merge up high. 13 looks a little slow. Looks like all these guys are going to come down pit road. So now it's their turn to head down into the pits. Keselowski, I think, is way up there. We are nowhere near him right now. So we might be out of luck trying to battle for the lead. Here's a bunch of cars coming out of pit road. Here's the back markers that pitted that previous lap. See the 19 of Truex. There's the 47 of Priest, the 41 of Suarez. 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Who are we going to come across as they merge the track? That looks like Alex Bowman maybe in the Nationwide 88. That is the 88. Try to use some speed and looseness. Should not have gone down too early, but we're going to get a good run. It was a 20 of Eric Jones. Where are you going to come out in this whole mess? Looks like a Ford Mustang ahead of us, and that's also Kyle Busch down there. There's more cars coming out of the pits. Trying to use the speed we can and the looseness we can to get around some cars. We're going to pass the 18, seems like easily. I don't know what he was doing on the bottom, and there's the 34, I believe, of Matt Tifft. Oh, no, that's Michael McDowell, maybe. Matt Tifft, never mind. Matt Tifft is in the 36. Be clear of him. There is Clint Boyer, our teammate, merging onto the track. There's also the Dow of Austin Dillon. There's the 43 of Bubba Wallace and 22 of Joey Logano. He's got a heck of a ton of speed as we approach these guys coming on pit road. Getting some good lap time speed. Now there is the 8 of Daniel Hemrick in his Caterpillar car. Got the rookie stripes. Indicate that, and that might be Matt Tifft up there in the 36. I also see rookie stripes on another Ford. Let's try to get on the high side here, Matt Tifft, on Daniel Hemrick. That looks like Chris Buschart's about to join. We're behind Ty Dillon. We may not have a chance to get up to the lead. We do have cars who were up in the lead pack with us. There is the 21 of Paul Menard, and we are flying past these guys right now. Let's give Menard a shove. The 21. We got such a run. We are quicker than a lot of these cars. We were up there in the top 10 for most of this. We're currently 13th. So we do have a car that's capable of getting up there. It's just a matter of how quick can we make those moves. That looks like the 32 of Corey LaJoy, who's ahead of us in that orange and black concept 32 car. Looks like up there is going to be Kurt Busch making a move on Denny Hamlin. We got a good run through 3 and 4. We're going to use that momentum. Car is handling really well. I'm glad it's pretty loose. It wasn't too great being loose in the pack to start out the race because we were going way slower than need be, but this setup and car is doing really good. We're just kind of using the draft, picking cars up. For whatever reason, Kurt Busch is on the bottom. Don't know why. I chose the bottom instead of the middle, but we're going to get a good run off of that. So over our P11, and we're working our way back up to P10. I think that's the leaders up there. That might be Brad Keselowski and Chase Elliott, so that might be a little bit of a surprise. Brad Keselowski around Chase. And yeah, there's still a pretty good pack right here. I don't see our teammate Kevin Harvick. I hope he's up there in this pack. Currently we're using the high side, get around the 42 of Larson. We're behind Denny Hamlin right now in the 11. Again, we got some great speed out of our Smithfield Ford Fusion somehow. I don't know how. Yep, that looks like Kevin Harvick battling the 12 Ryan Blaney. Got really good speed, really good handling at the moment. Just trying to work our way back up. It'd be awesome if we can finish like 4th, 5th or 4th, somewhere in the top 5. I think that's where we deserve to be after this incredible run we've got. We cleared Kyle Larson. Now we're on the back bumper of Denny Hamlin. Going in. Let's risk it. We got really loose down to the bottom as we hit the transition. I don't know if we could pass Hamlin. It looks like we will. Cut him off. As now we're behind the 6 of Ryan Newman. I don't know if I want to let him in front. We're going to let him in front for now. See if we can make a move. At the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to happen as the car tightens up a bunch. Matt Benedetto's up here. Matt Benedetto is a little bit slow. I might cut back behind the 6 of Newman. Oh, try not to spin him out on accident. All the way to the bottom. Trying to get past to Benedetto, helping him here. Get the draft. Let's let off because I can't see the corner. Ooh, Newman's going to get a little slow, and we're going to get slow too. Oh, sliding up tight. It's extremely tight now as Kyle Larson's now going to have a heck of a run. Still battling Newman. Newman's going to cut Larson off, cut us off. Try to get around the outside of Newman. Oh, Denny Hamlin with a heck of a dive to our inside. He and Larson are going to be down there on the transition of the progressive banking. We're going to clear that, and that got really close. Oh, man. Can't get a break right now. Completed 30 laps. This is when the tires will start to run out of grip. You see now we're really trying to fight the wheel, trying to saw at it right now. Maybe 8th will be where we finish, but this standby will be 10 to go. Excuse me. We might have a shot. They're side by side. I think it's Chase Elliott battling Brad Keselowski on the bottom. I don't think Chase Elliott was successful, but Chase Elliott might try to get another run on Kozlowski. He's going to look side by side. Now we're on the back bumper of Ryan Newman once again. We've broken up from the pack of Kevin Harvick and Ryan Blaney's. Wow. Oh no, we got in the back of Newman. Save it. Can we save it? No, the 11's going to plow us. Big wreck. Big wreck coming to 10 to go. We're still getting rammed from behind. That's the big one here in the backstretch of Michigan. I don't know if we survived. Oh, there's our teammate, Clint Boyer. Caution is out. Oh, man. We hit the back of the 6. We got incredibly loose. I thought we were going to save it, but that was not enough. Oh, man. First caution of the race. Crew chief and spotter sound like they're communicating with possible lots of damage. I think we got a lot of engine damage too. Pit road is closed. We're going to stay out. I don't know if we have smoke trailing from behind us or not. It does seem like we do have a lot of. We're hurting on power right now. We're really hurting on power. Doesn't sound too healthy. See if we're closing on. There's a lot of skid marks back here. I hope we're closing up on pace car soon. Doesn't look like it. Wow, I can't believe it. I thought we were going to save it as well. I didn't know how to save it. And I think by the time we were about to... oh, here we got the leaders. Is pit road open? Yeah, pit road's open. We're going to use it. Because we're going to have to repair our car. I think a lot of cars are already on pit road. Yep, you can see the 14 in the pits. You might have heavy damage. The 33's coming out. A lot of guys who did probably were involved in the wreck did just come in and pit. 20's got heavy damage. Or park it right here. Let the crew change the tires. You can see they're hammering at it. That might be Clint Boyer that went by us, so we might be still good to race. The officials looking at us here, make sure everything's good. And they might keep hammering at it. I don't know how bad damage is up. Sounds like they're sawing off a part. That might hurt our Aero. Alright, they got us done in 24 seconds. Trying not to speed through here. Alright, looks like we're good. Let's try to catch back up to the pace car and all the lead cars. They'll probably be going green next time by, depending on where the leaders are. And yeah, we'll be coming down to, I think, close to like 6 to go. That was not what we wanted. We had such a good race. And now we're starting in the back here, trying to pick up positions. I don't know how good the car's going to handle it. We might have engine damage. Don't know if they went under the hood to fix it. Closing up here. I'm going to just put the clutch in. Let the engine rest for a bit. So it looks like that will be our teammate Clint Boyer right there. I did not hear the 1 to go call. Hopefully next time I is 1 to go, because now we're coming down to 6 to go. We may not be able to do another restart. Because it's old NASCAR rules, no overtime attempts. So once we've reached 5 to go, no more cautions or no more restart attempts. That would be it. Oh boy, yeah. Just recapping that wreck, like I said, I just got into 6. The 6 really checked up, and I should have backed off before corner entry. That was a horrible decision on my part. And I'm surprised it didn't spin out completely, and maybe I could have saved it, but I was like in between gas and brake, didn't know what to do, because it was just kind of doing a power slide down the track, and then sure enough, Denny Hamlin slams in the back of us, I believe, and we just got piled up. So many cars piled in. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Not sure when we're gonna get back going green, but yeah, it seems like a lot of cars might be out of this race. I'm actually gonna see if the Looks like the 14 doesn't have that much damage. I don't see that much hood damage. So our teammate might be okay, but I feel bad for everyone else we collected. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to go green this time by, so we'll go ahead and cut to the next restart here. What might be the final restart. See, we got the 1 to go signal.
1 to go.
1 to go signal. Yep, this will be it. Let's get ready to get on this restart. Well, as we round through 3 and 4, it looks like there's going to be 26 cars currently on the track. The last car behind us is the 33, so I think Jeffrey Earnhardt got a ton of damage. So, got quite a bit of cars out of 31 cars out after that wreck. We're coming to the green. This is going to be it. It'll be the final attempt. 5 laps to go green as leaders reach Geico restart box. Green flag is out. We're underway. I don't know how much damage we're going to have. I don't know if... Oh, never mind. The 33 is right there. That's weird. Not a spot. Not a spot. That was not for position. All right, these guys are lapped down. Oh, I think they had to go to the back because they got the pit road penalty for pitting when it was closed. So far, we're clear of them, and I think we got enough damage to where we're not going to be able to catch anyone else. Our speed is pretty low. There's a car up there with heavy rear end damage. Again, I don't know what our car looks like. I don't know how our car is going to handle either, but they're 3 wide for the lead. I'm probably going to cut the overlay to them or something, but they got quite a pack of cars up there for the lead as we're coming up to 4 to go here in this race. Looks like we still got some corner speed, some corner turn. We've lost a little bit of speed, not that much. Maybe we could pick up a few more positions. Yeah, it's crazy pack racing up there. Having some handling issues now with our cars. We really tighten up. Can we catch anyone before the end of this race? I'd be surprised if the rear end of our car is really torn up because it's not handling too bad. I think there's some engine issues because we're not gaining the top speed. It could be a downforce issue. I don't know. That's the 43 of Bubba Wallace. Look at how much rear end damage he has. Rear quarter panels, rear bumper. His spoiler also looks to be pretty damaged as well, so he probably doesn't have that much downforce at all. Look at that. Hanging off. Looks like we're going to catch him, although we're going to get extremely loose again, and that's going to be it. That might be the race if NASCAR calls the caution. Oh, we're still spinning it. Oh, and that's going to be the caution. Caution did not come out for the longest period of time. And that's going to be the race. Oh, man, I feel bad. I brought out both cautions, and this caution is going to be the end of it. I'm sure the leaders are racing it back to the line to see who wins the race. Oh, man, Bubba Wallace checked up so much, and I got so loose under him. Our car is really on the edge. I wish I tightened it up a little bit more, but it's too late now. That is going to be the race. And, yeah, it looks like we're going to cross the line, finish 26th. Not the day I wanted, but it happens. It's racing. You're going to get into accidents. Not every race is perfect, and that will be it for us. Well, the white and yellow flags will wave this time by for 1 to go. As,
White flag, right?
here's the white flag. We can't make any passes because we're under caution here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. The car sounds horrible too. It's like when we put the clutch in, it makes a lot of clunking noises and stuff. So we probably had a chance to catch it back up to people, but it was not gonna happen. Oh boy, what a unfortunate end to a great run we had in this 10 car here at Michigan. Started 10th, worked our way up to the highest, I believe was 4th, and we were really battling hard. Couldn't really catch the leaders because Brad Keselowski and Chase Elliott pulled away. Coming down pits, yeah, we had a good pit stop, but Keselowski beat us out, and we had to pass a lot of cars to work our way back up. And as the run went on, it was very unfortunate that we got on the back bumper of Ryan Newman working our way back up to possibly a top 5 finish. and Denny Hamlin then ran into us, couldn't slow down, and the big one happens coming out of turn 2 here at Michigan as we continue to struggle through the race. After that, trying to catch back up to cars, past cars, and we round up hitting Bubba Wallace, who also had extensive damage, and bringing out the final caution of the day. Here comes the checkered flag. That's going to be it here from Michigan. We will see at the end of the race who the race winner was. Well, that's going to be it from us as we park our 10 car. Oh, what a race. Let's go ahead and look out and see the damage we got. And oh man, we had nothing to this rear bumper. I'm sure you guys probably saw it from the overlay. Yeah, our fuel tank's exposed. That's probably after the last hit too, but nothing left. It will be Brad Keselowski who goes on to win at Michigan International Speedway. So that will be it from me on NR 2003. I hope you guys enjoyed that race. College is starting back up with the spring semester here in a few days. I'm not sure when this video will be up. But I'm not sure how much more NR 2003 videos I could make. But if you are interested in seeing more, let me know in the comments below. Give me some tips and whatnot with setups and all that good stuff. I do plan on trying the package at other tracks, including Indianapolis, Texas, and maybe even trying it at some short tracks for some fun. So we will see how that goes, and maybe I'll showcase cars, tracks, and so on and so forth. But for now, that is it. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.